But I think it tells, so remember we sang Silent Night at the beginning with John Denver. This tells a different story of the exact same night.
It was not a silent night. There was blood on the ground.
It's a really cheery comment.
You could hear a woman cry in the alleyway that night on the streets of Davidstown. And the stable was not clean. And the cobblestones were cold. And little Mary full of grains, with the tears upon her face, and no mother's hand to hold. It was a labor of pain, was a cold sky above. For the girl on the ground in the dark, every beat of her beautiful heart was a labor of love. Noble Joseph by her side, calloused hands and weary eyes. There were no midwives to be found on the streets of Davidstown in the middle of the night. So he held her and he prayed. Shafts of moonlight on his face, but the baby in the womb, he was the maker of the moon. He was the author of the fate that could make the mountains move. Yeah. It was a labor of pain, was a cold sky above. But for the girl on the ground in the dark, every beat of her beautiful heart was a labor of love. Little Mary full of grace, with the tears upon her face, was a labor of love. It was not a silent night on the streets of Davidstown.
So I just want to end by
You
saying
have from one.
I was not quick enough.
That's no, I just want to end by saying that in no way do I mean for this talk to say that Christmas should be. I mean, that's a pretty solemn song, and I chose it because I think it gives a really beautiful picture of just exactly what was going on that night. Not just that there was that Mary gave a very real childbirth and that it was very tough, but that what was happening was God was coming into the world. The one who made everything had humbled himself to come to this baby, and I just think it's beautiful. But I don't want in any way for this talk to be like, oh, this Christmas, just try not to have too much fun or sing too many Christmas carols or anything like that. Absolutely the opposite of that. Sing lots of Christmas carols and enjoy and love and sing all the goofy fun songs and all of that because we're celebrating and because we are thankful. But know that at the base of it, what we're celebrating is this really intense and amazing sacrifice, and that sacrifice wasn't really beautiful for the people involved all the time, but that they were humble servants who wanted to play their part for what God had, and that because of that gift we can celebrate now with joy. So sing lots of carols this Christmas and enjoy lots of fun. I just know who your God is. So I'm going to pray, and then I think Kristen has some announcements. Lord, I thank you for your sacrifice, and I thank you for the fact that even though we wander far from your heart, and even though we don't always remember that what you did was a painful and very real experience. And sometimes we wash it over with commercialism and all that. But I thank you that you did it anyway, and that you fought, and that you kept your promise, and that you have shown over and over again that if you make a promise, you will stand by it, and that it will not only come to pass, but it will come to pass in the perfect way that you intend. So Lord, I ask that in our own lives that you show us where you have fulfilled promises, where there are promises that you have yet to fulfill, and where we need to humble ourselves to stand before you and ask you to fulfill promises that we can't fulfill ourselves. Lord, let this Christmas season be a Christmas season full of joy and full of the hope that you sent into the world in the form of Jesus. But let it be a time where we remember just how awesome and how amazing you are. I hand this Christmas season over to you, and I ask that you make it one where we grow 1,000 times closer to your heart. In your name I pray.
Thanks.